I'm Mike Gull, the Bradwell site director. If I was standing here 15 months ago, you wouldn't have been able to see the view of reactor 1 and 2 that you can see behind me. That's because the turbine hall would have been in the way. Demolition of the turbine hall is all part of getting Bradwell into early care and maintenance. On this site at the moment we've got about 800 people, we're spending about £100 million a year. We've got the ponds programme, IRW, the programme, FED, plants and structures and waste, all going on at Bradwell here today. And it's all part of getting Bradwell into early care and maintenance, all part of delivering MODP.
We've had another exceptional year of delivery at Bradwell. Building on from the success of last year, where we deplanted the turbine hall and demolished the bow wing wall, we've now moved on to the boiler houses. So we've completed 3 of the 4 boiler houses at Bradwell, and that's been carried out removing over 700 tonnes of metal and over 80,000 man-hours of work carried out without a lost time accident. Excellent safety performance. We've also progressed the pile caps so that all of the fueling machines have now been deplanted down to the base level, and most of the pile cap furniture has been removed, and both pile caps will be clear of all their equipment by the end of July. We've also finished the circulator halls and deplanting of those, and we've made preparations to allow those to be ready so that the FED and the RLW buffer storage can be carried out in those areas. Just now as we speak, we've erected the tower cranes for the commencement of the Bradwell cladding works, and that's going to start us off with the major project which is going to bring us through to the care and maintenance safe store position for Bradwell.
One of the key activities at Bradwell FED is retrieving FED from the vaults. We've called it early FED retrieval because it's well ahead of programme, and they've actually now removed FED from 2 of the vaults, moved on to vaults 7 and 8, and they've already got over 38 tonnes of FED out of the vaults and safely stored in buffer storage. Great result, great learning for the teams as well. And what's particularly enjoyable is the buzz and the energy of the teams that they've really delivered according to plan. The story of Dungeness is an ongoing success story because they really successfully dissolved all the FED at Dungeness, and then they were able to use the plant to help colleagues at Bradwell help dissolving FED from Bradwell, and the plant has performed extremely well and really helped the site depressurise its critical path, so good performance. A highly visible and key milestone happened in early 2013 for FED at Bradwell when we had the reaction vessels not only were constructed but safely delivered to site and installed in the dissolution facility. Reaction vessels are the heart of FED dissolution, so it was really good that they've done that, and it really opens the door now for consistent delivery later in 2013.
Starting with the ponds, over the last year, tremendous success in the ponds area. We had cleared the main bays of the ponds the year prior and consolidated most of the waste into the centre bay. That centre bay was cleared several months ago now in the summer, taking away about 20.5 terabecquerels of material and leaving the ponds in a really good condition. So we're now in a position with the ponds where we're moving forward with the regulators, agreeing a safety case for coating the lower part of the ponds with a sealant material that will enable the ponds to enter care and maintenance in that configuration. Well, Bradwell Ponds has been a place where we've actually managed to achieve an awful lot of the lead for us to then learn and take to the other sites across the programme. Ultra high pressure water jetting, the use of the pontoons, all started out at Bradwell. The ideas came from the other sites, but there's been this cross-fertilisation of learning, and Bradwell has actually established a process that we have now repeated elsewhere.
The interim storage facility at Bradwell is coming on apace now. It's a reference design, so all the challenges that we had through the design phase we won't see elsewhere. The Resonance Sludge Vaults project at Bradwell is now into the retrievals phase. We've overcome a number of problems along the way. The equipment was built and installed in the autumn of last year, and over the winter months we've homogenised the waste and started pumping it into the yellow boxes. The conditioning trials for the sludge and resin are just about to start in the gas circulator hall. The equipment has arrived from Germany, and we're now installing that and testing it so that over the summer we should have completed all of our trials so that we can be conditioning live packages in the autumn of this year. One of the successes at Bradwell this year has been the graphite filter pots work. A lot of work's gone into that, and we've been very successful in sorting and segregating a number of the legacy pots that we had, and also retrieving the graphite pots from the plant as well.
Bradwell's been a really busy site this year. It's done very well on recycling materials. It's diverted 420 tonnes of metals away from the low-level waste repository and 36 cubic metres of combustible waste. And this is so successful that it's actually won a national award from the National Recycling Awards, and so great success for Bradwell from that point of view. Moving on to transport, it has led the way in trialling a new system for transport of low-level waste using rail.
So as you can see, we've got a lot of work going on at Bradwell. We're more than 50% of the way through the programme, and we've got a number of challenges ahead of us, but I'm sure we'll get there with the help of the staff, our supply chain partners and the local community. We'll deliver our goal in 2015 with all those people's help, and we'll be proud of what we've achieved.